I've still been definitely big time stuck with my marketing. It's same old story. I'm honestly like, I'm just like, hey, even wasting your time with a call when I haven't done shit for my marketing. I'm like, just,
What's holding you back from it? Is it just like you're stuck in the process, or you got
um, I guess like I just get sidetracked with I mean, it honestly sounds so ridiculous when I say it back right now. It's like I'm like I'm just like getting ready to get ready every fucking day.
is
I don't even understand why, like how I even allow myself to do it. Um, but
yeah.
you know,
Like
like
you feel like you're like always taking a step back to set something up to get ready to do something. Is that what you mean by that?
yeah, I mean, I guess it's just more like I need to simplify things. Like, um, I've got so many different platforms going right now that I'm trying to work with, which isn't that big of a deal. Like, I just gotta I really just need to start taking lists and just firing out to them over and over again. Like I just I feel like I've hit a lot of the lists that I already have, and then it's just like, do I buy another one and just keep buying more, and then like I get the same, minimal results. But maybe that's just because I'm not doing it consistently. I'm not doing it. Like I guess my big thing is like I'll blast out a ton of like that last marketing effort I made that I showed you guys, like that was my last big marketing push. And I do that. And then I kind of like, I respond to the leads that come in and majority of them are just like non-motivated sellers. And then I'm like back to square one again. And then I just like in analysis paralysis. It sounds absolutely ridiculous, but I wish there was a better way to like automate it. So you know,
So you put the marketing out. The results were what you had some callbacks from it. You had leads that came out of it.
No, no leads. I mean, it's just a bunch of like people just pissed off and um, non-motivated people, and hey, this is the wrong number, and but I guess I'm just not hitting enough. I mean,
How
you know,
many
I've
how many pieces were in that last campaign? How many data pieces?
well, I mean, I launched out 1,000 um, 1,000 mailers to a probate list through successors data, and they were just letters. And then I got some responses from that, but all of them were like just people like, yeah, I'm, not interested in selling, take me off the list, blah, blah, blah. And then I launched an RVM campaign to those same individuals following up to that. Um, I launched, I sent some direct mail pieces which is only about, I would say 100 to a driving for dollars list. Um, and I need to hit those lists more. I haven't launched a bunch of like ringless voicemails to those lists, so that would be the next list I need to send to. Um, but I don't have like I don't know, this REI Black Book thing that I've been setting up has like these long term like drip campaigns and stuff, and I'm wondering how you guys do that. Like, how do you guys do like drip campaigns, or do you, or you know what I mean? Like, what is that? How does that look for you guys?
We do. It's a weekly. You know, every week we touch old leads, and we touch leads until they tell us to remove us from the list. I already sold the property. I don't, like what I'm hearing, Teddy, is you went after a probate list and a small driving for dollars list, which was like 100 or so leads. And then you had about 1,000 or so in the probate, right?
Yep. Yep.
So it's a small campaign. Um, and what I know in marketing is that you have to continue doing it. It's tough because you have a limited budget. Um, but the drip campaigns that you have in REI Black Book, it's probably all set up, right? It's all there and automated, or do you have to actually set that up?
Oh, that's been the hurdle. Like, I mean, it pretty much is at the point where it's all set up pretty well, and I'm just ironing out the kinks. But like, that was a big like analysis paralysis. Just like it has been a big endeavor building that out, which has yet to pan out any results for me because. But frankly, it's just because I haven't been using it the way I should be using it. And
Do they have recommendations in that REI Black Book of how to set it up?
they do, but it's it's just like long. There's so many different like people like showing you to set it up this way or that way, and like I don't know. It's like I wish there was like some way to just have it like built out for you, just like. But I've got it set up enough right now to where it'll work fine. I just need to put more leads through it, and I think the biggest thing is like everybody talks about direct mail being the best way to reach leads, but like it's just so expensive. And
Mm-hmm.
now I'm just starting to think I need to go back to text message blasts just because they seem, I don't know. I think like they're less expensive, and I was seemingly getting a lot more responses from that when I was doing it.
So I would continue there. So you tried. This happens all the time, man. You're not alone. You put your best foot forward on a direct mail piece. It costs you some money. You don't have a lot uh, to go after though. It's a pretty small list compared to lists that we go after, right? And
Yeah.
so you're running into a lot of non-motivated people. This is that this is that thing again. So you gotta like hang in there, right? And it fucks with your mind because you're hungry for a deal. Whenever because this is a new thing, like you went after a probate list, but what was working before would direct would you got like a couple interested people that wanted to sell, it just wasn't a good deal, was text messaging and ringless voicemail, and that was a separate list. And so like I wouldn't say like definitely still put a focus on adding probate to the list that you go after, but go back to what was that list that you went after. And I think it was like a vacant motivated, was it like a vacant high equity list?
Yeah.
And emulate that. So there's probably new data that came out with that list. I don't know where you pulled it. Was it list source? But
Yeah.
there's lists also available in PropStream that worked really well for us. Have you done anything with PropStream lately, as far as extract? I'm sorry, extracting data and going after the data in PropStream.
I haven't. I haven't. I need to get a new solid list, honestly. Like I think I need to get a huge one and just start sending out text messages to hit a wide swath.
I think so, because you had traction with it before. Look, and don't beat yourself up too much. We have direct mail. Like we didn't have outside of today, it's been pretty slow for us, getting contracts. But the week before, we're getting a contract a day. So it ebbs and flows in real estate, and you have to be willing to hang in there through the thick and through the highs and the lows. That's why we get that's why we have rental properties, because it's a little bit more consistent. But you gotta have your inside game so strong, and you can't be unwavered, and you have to have this sense of belief. I'm telling you, it's going to work, but you can't get like too bogged down on a campaign that didn't work, and just try again. The biggest thing I can tell you, Teddy, is to continually build your buyers list, because a buyer is gold right now, and there's so many buyers out there that you can technically do some moves to insert yourself into some deals and collect some sort of revenue from them. Um, that's like that co-wholesaling model, but we're not to that point yet. But what I'm telling you is that um, what's worked for you, stick with that type of texting, RVMs. The cold calling, you started to do it, but it just wasn't like your thing, right? You didn't really like it, but you need to. I mean, it's like it's just one of those things where you're like, I won't be doing this forever, but I have to sacrifice right now and get good at it, because eventually I'll have cold callers that will do this thing, right? When you
Yep.
get to the point where you can hire and afford, you know, I don't know, $1,100 a month for a cold caller. There's services out there that do the cold calling for you. You give them the list and they cold call. We have a team that does that, obviously, but you need to get to that point first.
Yep.
That's where we can get you to like lead gen pros, and they have solid VAs that just all they do all day long is just go after your list and cold call your list. Okay.
Yeah.
I would go back to what worked in the past. I would go back to selling or texting your list and look into new data pieces. If your data from before that got you those conversations, motivated conversations, even though it didn't work out, um, did you hit that list? Like, how many times have you marketed to that list? Just once, twice?
Probably 3 times in different ways, like, when I was breaking it up, like, I would guess, to say in entirety, I probably hit it twice,
Yeah.
fully. Um,
And then you remove the ones that said not like, I'm not, like, remove me from your list, right?
well,
Oh no.
not really, because, like,
Okay.
I've been the thing is, I've used different platforms, so, like, yeah, whatever platform I was using, like, yeah, I removed them from the list, but now I
Yeah.
got a new platform. It's like back to the same
And
shit.
what's the new platform? Is it REI Black Book, your new platform?
Yeah, I've got REI Black Book, but, like,
Are you still using REI Reply?
I'm not using REI Reply. I've the guys at Epic have got this other platform that they've been using called Launch Control that I'm looking
Mm-hmm.
into now. Um,
Yeah, I know the guy behind Launch Control, actually, because they're in the same mastermind group. Um,
yeah,
so you're gonna use that service?
I I think so. I mean, honestly, I'm just at this point now where I'm just like, you know what? I truly have to just say I am sticking to one thing and one thing only, and I just
Right.
focus on
Wheels
that,
falls. Yeah.
and
Well,
that's it. I mean,
I hope you got all that data out of the REI Reply. You got all those conversations, and you were able to get them all out of there before you delete that.
well,
'Cause that's
so what I have with an REI reply is, like, I mean, it's I mean, I have the templates and stuff. I can go back in there and reopen it. I asked them to, like, just, like, put it on pause, because I was like, I'm still, I don't have enough money to keep using the system right now. I basically just,
good.
like, kind of, like, put it on a temporary hold.
Hmm.
Um, and so, like, I haven't lost the data that was in there. I just can't
Good.
use it right now. But it really wasn't that much data anyway. I mean, when you say don't lose the data in there, what do you mean? As far as, are you more talking
Yeah,
about, like, the?
Yeah, the conversations that you had in there, you can continue those conversations in another platform. So don't lose all of those um, addresses and names that you've already paid to skip trace, and move them over to this new platform and hit them up again. You got to hit them up with a different message. Um, you know, I'm sure that they have different replies that you could probably copy and paste and put it into the new system that you're using, Launchpad or Launch Control,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
see what they have. They just need a fresh um, way of being approached. I get different messages every day. Um, one is like, "Hey, I'm in college. My name is Michael. I'm looking for a new house that my wife I can live in. We have cash." It's very like non like I'm a company and we buy houses and we buy 200 houses a year. It's very much like a
So you're
different
saying you
message.
like
So I
that
would
one?
oh yeah, I would try different messages. That's what the beauty of marketing is that you can try different avenues of different messages, and then once you have something that really sticks, then you do that over and over again until you need a fresh new template or something. That's what it is. You got to test and um, you got to test and try, and like it's like a boxing match. You know, you see where the weakness, where something is in your opening, and you go after it. I think that's what you got to do. Like this marketing campaign that you just didn't do so well, but if there's still leads out of that, don't give up on it. Like still keep it um, in your database, and maybe get a different message out.
Yeah. I mean, my my thinking is this, like, I don't know, maybe the ringless voicemail for me just isn't like, maybe it's part of the mix. Like I think of it as like something that's like part of my like drip campaign, that's because you can do that within REI Black Book where you like, you get some leads and then you qualify them as either cold or like warm, which means they either don't really want to sell right now, but they're like curious, and then, or they just want to sell, but they don't need to sell. I just put those into a drip campaign on there, and that's what I'm thinking is I just put those into a drip campaign, hit them up with a ringless voicemail of different types, every 15 to 20 days, kind of like varied, and then follow up with a text message. That way it hits them in different forms of communication. And then my main like active campaigns to like qualify these leads off from the very beginning will be via text since it's cheap and I can just, it seems like most people respond to text. Like at some point, if you pester them enough, they're like, dude, quit calling me. Like I don't have a property there, but at least I can disqualify people, that way. It's
Yeah,
kind of what I'm thinking.
sure. Hey, Dave.
So,
Um, I would so I would say that I would go back to your original list. You have two lists. What I'm hearing is you had the high equity list from list source, and then you have a probate list. Are there
yep.
If you have money to get a new list, you can go into PropStream and download the motivated list that they have are like tired landlords, liens, uh, vacants, and see how much that costs and stay within your budget and go after another campaign through text.
Yep. Okay. I mean, my thought is hit that same high equity list again with the text. I mean, I'll just start right over fresh. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't care if people get pissed off or not. Like, it's just they recognize I'm the same person. I mean, good for them. But I'll just I hit them there.
Why don't you just, I don't know, maybe put a different message in there,
Yeah,
put a different way to say your name.
yeah. This is Theodore.
There you go.
Um,
And try it out and see what kind of responses you're gonna. I know, you just got to continue to keep touching your list and not, it's discouraging at first, but you got to continue to get in front of them with different ways, different messages, change it up.
Where I get so freaking overwhelmed is the list processing side of it. Like, it's hard for me to like every single day have a new list to send new stuff to, like, you know what I mean? You got to like, and I don't know how this new platform, this launch control platform is set up, but like, I will tell you this, like if I pull the trigger on getting on that platform, like I'm not, no matter what, I'm not getting rid of it. I'm just going to keep working it until I get something out of it. You know what I mean? Like, because
Yeah.
I just can't switch systems anymore.
No.
I've been paralyzed by the systems out there, and learning these systems, like I'm constantly trying to automate everything, and the automation is just basically paralyzing me. So sounds ridiculous, but that's just where I'm at.
There's a lot of people getting stuck in paralysis analysis. It could be with systems. It could be with like actual making the first phone call to, get in front of a motivated seller. So you're not alone. You just got to stop it now. You got to realize it and then stick with one. Your job, your best. Again, if you're spending too much time in your CRMs tinkering around, it's taking away from talking to motivated sellers, which is what you got to do, and that should be your main focus. And then in your free time, get into mastering systems. But all right, so that's to do for you, Teddy. Um, you got to get back to marketing that old list that was giving you more responses into probate, and don't give up on the probate. Just change up your message too.
Yep.
I just whenever you see yourself getting stuck into getting like more involved in like creation of systems, just think like Dave with his black sunglasses on right now, just like get in front of a freaking motivated seller.
I just spent an hour and 20 fucking minutes with Kemba, and now I have to drive over there. So yeah, I'm ready to rip somebody's face off. So yeah, let's talk.
That sounds about right.
The worst use of my time. You have no idea how fucking pissed I was with the people at Kemba. 8 people I talked to on the phone. But anyway, here's the reality, Teddy. Same fucking thing as last call, right? We're talking about how many leads did you get? How many leads did you talk to? Oh, none. I'm tinkering around with the system. There's nothing we can do to help you if we don't have leads. I would just pick up the phone and cold call yourself. I mean, talk to somebody. We got to TTP, talk to people. I don't care if you got to approach them from Theodore, Alvin, Simon, Theodore. I don't care what chipmunk you choose. Just fucking put a name on there and talk to everybody. Say, oh, Teddy, yeah, Teddy's my nickname. My name's Johnny. I swear to God, like we laugh, but like it is so much a better use of time to just be on the phone with talking to people every day, pound it relentlessly. And I've been there before, tinkering with systems and shit like that. And you overthink it. Remember when we talked about that, RJ?
Decisions. There's no decisions made.
Yeah.
It's like you just like work all day, but you're actually not creating results. You're just like looking at stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's exactly what I'm doing. I mean, I'm working my ass off.
Comfort zone, Teddy.
But there's no results.
You're going back in your comfort zone, which is what you've known to do in your previous endeavors. You got to break through that old mindset and be like, I got to stop that. Like, what's going to get me the path to my first check? Always think of that.
Up the phone.
How can I get paid? Like, that's what an entrepreneur does every day, to get up and say, what can I do to get paid? Like how can I play real estate matchmaker today to get paid. I need a deal to get in front of a buyer because you got buyers now from your first go at this, and I need to get in front of them because that's gonna get you paid. I was thinking about that, like, when you have no money coming in, your back is against the wall, okay?
Yeah.
And honestly, your back is against the wall. I've been there, dude. I'm like, the fastest way for me to get paid, guys, is like I gotta get like earnest money. I gotta sell something, like because earnest money
Do you
is
remember?
in
Hey,
your
I
pocket.
remember one time, not to cut you off, RJ, but I remember one time we were so hurt for money. We had a couple vacant properties, no flips coming in, nothing. And I got the lady on Huntley. Her name was Myrna, because that's your mother's name, right? We got the lady on Huntley to pay in full, and I gave her a month's discount. We got a $12,000 check. It's like, fuck it. Whatever, keep the lights on. Let's go. We got a check,
Exactly.
Like, whatever, you got to find a way, like, but it's not going to happen from like fucking around with Podio, fucking around with these systems. Like, dude, if I was at a contest where it was like, hey, here's, we're seeing how much money you can make in 30 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't even fuck with any systems because that's going to cut into my time of talking to people. It's just about, I would hammer the phone all day. I'd sit there with my phone plugged in so it never dies. Call, hey, you got a property for sale? Who the fuck is this? No, my name is Teddy. It's like, how'd you get my number? Do you got a house? This, that? No, you don't even own a house. Are you looking to buy? When's your lease up? You lease where you're at now. Do you know anyone who's looking to sell? Every single person I got on the phone, I would see like, are they a buyer? Are they a seller? Is this someone I can refer to, a realtor? Like whatever. Every single person, just like find a way. Like, yeah, but the number one action is just literally picking up the phone and calling people.
Yeah.
Like that's what I would do all day. Like,
All day.
dude, we could talk about launch control. We could talk about Podio. Like that is not what makes the money though. The money is just the sheer grit. You wake up every single day, you kiss your baby daughter on the forehead, and you get your ass to fucking work. And the work is putting in the time to call people.
That's what it is. Honestly, I've seen it done before. I've done it before. I've done a deal that I had no marketing dollars and I just wholesaled another deal. My back was against the wall. I had nothing coming in. In the very beginning, it was like, how am I going to get paid today? And the fastest way for me at that point in time was to get something in contract, get it in front of a buyer. The buyer's going to say yes. They're going to pay me earnest money. That earnest money was going to keep me alive for like 3 or 4 days until they could close.
There you go.
That's what it was.
Do you remember RJ when we had to like with Scott Goldberg days? I'm like, can you add it into the contract where it says earnest money to be released immediately because we needed released immediately because we didn't have any money. So it's like
be released immediately.
So we had to work it, and then it was like instead of collecting $1,000 earnest money, it was like, well, 5,000, and they were like, well, I ain't giving you 5. Can you do 3,500? What can you do? I got a grocery bill. Like what can you give me today? But like all these little hacks that we've come up with have come from our back being against the wall.
Yeah. And it came from feeling the pressure. So Teddy, like when you're seeing yourself getting into that tinker mode, you got to get out of it by just remembering us telling you that it's not revenue generating, and you got to get back into talking to people, motivated sellers, going back and talking to your buyers. And here's another list that you can go after that probably not that many people are doing in Cincinnati, because we certainly aren't, right? Is going through expired listings. Expired listings is free.
I got something for you, Teddy. What are you afraid of? I think I know what you're afraid of, but I'm asking you.
I guess pushing a bunch of money into rejection.
That's exactly what it is. You're afraid of failure. You're afraid of failure, and when you get rejected on a call or something like that, that feels like failure to you. But even though the only way to not fail is to fail a shitload more. Fear of failure is a real thing. It degrades us as men, right? It's like, oh shit. But every single no is an opportunity closer to yes. Like it's hard to break through, but like it's that fear of failure that'll keep us failures. You know, like it's that fear of failure that never allows us to break through and pick up the phone and take massive action.
Yeah, Dave's right. And then one of the things that you could be asking that Dave, if you didn't hear Dave's, I heard it in loud and clear, was that, do you know anybody else that could be, that's looking to sell their house? You know, that's something that you're probably not doing at every call, that it could lead to something, you know, like you're a likable person on the phone, right? You have a good voice. They're not going to think that you're like a sleazy car salesman at all. And if you're
Not
just
at all.
asking, like, hey, my wife and I are looking for a house. Do you know anybody that's looking to sell their home? You know,
I
and
think Teddy is better than most of the people that we've hired, RJ. Like Teddy, that authentic, good old American boy, like that is the ideal real estate investor.
So that's, I would add that to your in your, you know, next roundabout of calls, Teddy, and even text messaging is like, you know, like, and just be authentic, because you're looking for a house to buy. You know, you and your wife are looking for a house to buy. Do you, if they say no, I'm not interested in selling mine, well, do you know anybody? Just add that, because that right there could lead you down to a motivated seller that you didn't have in your list. You know what I mean? So do that this time around. Don't give up on your other lists. You just haven't touched them enough yet. You know, it's just there's a sales stat that's out there, Teddy. It's 8 touches. 8 touches. So what else you got, Teddy?
I mean, I think it's just I gotta go to one system and stick to that system. I can't look at any other freaking system. You know,
I agree.
Until I've been doing this thing every single day, like launching campaigns to it every single day consistently. I mean, Matt is this one thing that, and Matt's been saying the exact same shit that you guys are saying to me right now. Like, it's, you know, I just gotta stay consistent. I mean, I'm thinking I need to just get this launch control system, launch campaigns through it every single day, multiple times a day, and then probably even follow that up with the brainless voicemails as well. You know, and anybody who expresses any type of interest through the text, I call them. That's my thought.
I think it worked before to get those other leads, you know. So let's.
Yeah, I don't know why I stopped doing that. I mean, I guess I just started. You know, I've been going through so many different, like, before I was like stuck in like basically analysis paralysis of and having so many different like mentors and people pulling me in different directions. Like now I'm just focused on working with you guys. I've got a, you know, Epic is helpful as well, just kind of like an extra community and accountability partner. Like, you know, I've got the foundation. I've got everything I need to make this thing work. You know, it's like I just gotta I gotta be talking to sellers every single day.
I'll be completely honest with you, brother to brother. Like, even if Matt's group or Epic was like, hey, you got an accountability call, I'd be like, fuck that. That's gonna cut into my call time with sellers. The most important thing to do, I need to be accountable. If I'm going to be accountable, I can't be on another coaching call. I need to be on the phone with sellers now, like every day. You know, it's just like every day and Saturday and Sunday. If your phone rings, you never miss a call. It's like you're a doctor. You know, like this is emergency mode. You know, talk to people. Fuck launch control. I don't know what to do. Like just like blast everybody. Whatever you got to do. Like. It's just, it's like that relentless hunger, you know, that's all I can really say. It's just, you know, even another accountability partner, it's like, I'm sorry, hey, it's been great and great to meet you. Let's talk in a month. I need a deal. I just don't have time to talk to you anymore, you know?
Yeah, you're right. It's like too many mentors, too too much, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, what are they really going to do? Pump you up? I mean, what are they, you know, it's like, if you want to lose the weight, you get your ass in the gym. You don't fucking read diet books. Read Men's Health. You can read all the Men's Health that you want, but at the end of the day, get your ass on the treadmill. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
put the cheeseburger down and pick up a fucking spinach leaf. You know what I mean? I'm not kidding though. It's like, what do you want from me? It's like, we can talk about all the theories of real estate and talk about all the Diet Coke that I drink, and you know, I'm sorry, I'm hooked.
To the drive.
You know, I don't have time. I don't have fucking time. I don't have fucking time. Listen, RJ, where's that video you posted one time? The one billionaire guy, what's his name? Pena? Where he's like, you want to make money? Pick up the fucking phone. That's what I would be like. I would base my life off this guy. And I think I do base my life off this guy because he's absolutely fucking right. No fear, man. No fear. Fear held me back for a long time, dude. You know, like, and now I see it happening in you, and I'm on a mission to fucking abolish fear. And I'm working on myself too.
You're on mute. You muted yourself.
Working on myself to lose some weight.
Working on myself to eat better and stay away from the sweets and the wine and all the bullshit that we put in our bodies. And, you know, hey, I make mistakes too. I got a Diet Coke, but you know what? If this is the worst thing I put in my body today, then I'll be better tomorrow. But bottom line is, I'm on the road because I'm taking action. I got a meeting at Kemba. I got to free up some credit lines. Me and RJ are trying to do deals, and I want to do deals with you. You're a revenue stream. I look at you as an opportunity to generate revenue for our families and your family. This is what we want to do. Partner. Let's make money. Every day, think, make money, make money, make money. That's the affirmation. It's like, how do I fucking feed my family today? You know, just like get to work. And when you start getting some deals under your belt.
Because I can. We have
the ability to see, we have the ability to speak, we have the ability to get on our feet. Let's get on our feet. Get our feet, hit the ground, 6:30 in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, or for me, whenever the dogs wake me up. You know what I mean? And it's like, as soon as my feet hit the ground, where my mind goes to money. I'm still looking at the stock market. I'm looking at our rental properties and what money came in. I'm looking at our e-commerce businesses and what sales have been made. And I know RJ does the same fucking thing, you know, because it's like, what do we got to do today? And then the next thing I look at is Monday.com. What went into contract yesterday? What do we have to sell? What can we sell today? What vacant properties do we got? How the bank account's looking? You know, it's like every day. That's the routine. It's just like talk to sellers, make money. And right now we're fortunate enough to have a team and a staff and affiliate partners like you to get out there and do it. But like, I mean,
phone's blowing up. I don't have anything to prove or anything
like that. But I'm telling you, you know, the best thing you can be doing right now is absolutely take action by calling motivated sellers, man. And I got your back. If you ever call me, immediately I'm thinking he's got a seller on the line. We're going to close their fucking ass down right now. Right now. You got anyone, some old person, I don't know what I want for it, it's vacant. Call Dave. That's perfect. That's a deal. I guarantee we're going to close the goddamn thing. You get anyone on the phone who doesn't know what their property's worth and they just want to sell it for cash and they don't know what the hell's going on, and if they're borderline crazy in the nut home, those are great deals. You just get over there, sign the paperwork, and push them into the title company. Wheel them in. I'm not kidding. This is the shit you do. We've driven over.
I laugh because I've seen it happen before, though. It really. And I see him. Look, I see the testimonial video, and it's just like it really is. It's like some guy that was wheeled in. And he could barely, like, you know, he doesn't even.
I got testimonial videos that, like, you know, I'm like completely forcing the person to say that they had a good experience. Like, they're like, basically, there's a gun under the table at the title company. Like,
oh man, you got to be able to laugh sometimes, you know.
So, how was your experience working with us? I don't know. You guys got a good deal. Okay, well, where did you find out about us? You called me. Yeah, it's like, okay, well, you know, we'll see you on the next video. SellHouseColumbus.com, everybody. Hang on, let me see this.
Oh, Jesus. You got to talk to some people. That's what it is. It's
No, just it's crazy. You gotta be more crazy than them.
you know. So again, it's going back to your list, talking to more motivated sellers. You wrote down expired listings, and you know, I would use your networking skills that you have. Now, don't get too like crazy with this, because you gotta be intentional with every move that you're doing right now and make sure it's revenue generating. But you know, any realtor that you meet, any person that you meet, you got to let them know that you're buying houses. You really do, and you're working with and just act like we're partners. Just that's it, like you're partners with us, because you are a partner. You
Yeah.
work with a company in Columbus, they're your partners, we're your capital partners, right? And and just say, look, we're buying a ton of homes right now, lean on our credibility always. Do you know anybody that's looking to sell? You know, do you any realtor, anybody that you come in contact with, they got to know that you're buying homes. And if they's like, well, when did you start buying homes? Oh, I partnered up with Dave and RJ up in Columbus. Been doing some home inspections for them, and we've got some deals in contract with them. Like, you can totally just spin it to where you're working with us, because you are working with us.
It's all basically, it's all true. Yeah, I mean,
yeah. So it's
I do have one in contract, kind of, not really.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, let's use like, if they're thinking like they don't believe you, lead with us, our credibility. Okay.
I've got one in contract in Northside. I've had it in contract for over a month now.
The whole city, all your friends, who gives a shit? Everybody that you come into, I'm buying houses. What do you have? Do you know anybody that's motivated to sell their house? I've got partners in Columbus. We're looking. They've already got, we've got 9 deals in contract in Cincinnati right now. Use us, man. We're here. You got to talk to more people. They got to know. Not that many people know you, Teddy. They have to know who you are.
Yep.
Post it on social media. Post it on your social medias that you're buying houses. You see me pumping up my stuff up there. There's a lot of like educational content out there, but I also pump out like, hey, we're looking to buy. Contact me. Send me a DM. I'm on my TikTok live saying that, hey, if you're in Cincinnati, Dayton, Columbus, and you have deals, send it over to me. And deals come through social media, so you gotta talk to more people. If you're tinkering, again, if you're tinkering in systems and stuff, just know that it's hurting your family. Okay. So anything else, Teddy?
Honestly, I don't think so. Except, yeah, I gotta get rolling on launching out campaigns every single day. That's it. That's just it.
Yeah.
Teddy, I mean, that was a key thing that RJ just said right there. We have 9 deals in contract, and we only have 2 cold callers calling down there. And they don't even speak good English.
They don't.
I mean, you speak good English, you know the area. I mean, you easily could have 6 yourself, These people have no clue what they're doing, the cold callers. I mean, we try to train them better, but they're not that good. I've heard the calls, You're better than they are. These are virtual assistants who are, like, crushing it, right? Like, you can do it, too. You can do it too.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of, like, they're actually making the call. They're
making the calls. That's all they're doing. They barely speak English. They call it like, do you want to sell a house today? And then the person's like, who the fuck is this? And then they're like, I said, South Columbus. This is, motherfucker, my house is in Cincinnati. No, South Columbus in Columbus. I don't care. Wait, what are you calling about? You want to sell your house? I don't know. How much you give me for it? One moment, I make transfer. And that's it.
It's really that. It's
I swear to God, that is what's going on right now.
when they say give me an offer or I'm interested in selling, they transfer it to a U.S. based person he's a young guy, but he's writing contracts.
And he's not good either. He has barely been trained. Isaac, you can just hear Isaac's calls. We do call audits on Tuesday, and it's just like, I mean, he's like so stringent on his script. He sounds like a robot. You know what I mean? So we're not that good. The deals are out there. It's just a matter of picking up the phone. You got a house you want to sell? Could we create an opportunity here? You don't even have to be on a stringent, strict script. It's not even the way it's done.
So most of the stuff is coming from cold calls for you guys.
Yes, absolutely. 9
cold
deals.
Call and RVM.
9 deals in Cincinnati in contract, 6 in Dayton, and another like 5. Another one today, so another 6 in Columbus. That's it.
How freaking badass would it be if we had like 4 more going with Teddy? Look, we have all the capital to fund every single one of these things. We'll take that shit down. Take it down. We'll fucking sell it. We'll buy it from you. We'll help you wholesale it. Anything. The capital is there. The buyers are there.
Literally, we're capital partners.
Yeah.
We need to get you talking to people. That's it, man. We've been hammering it down now for 50 minutes. You got to talk to people. You got to get out of the CRMs, and you got to get right on the phone and smile and dial until the wheels fall off. Text, smile and dial, talk to somebody. They say I'm interested in selling, get on the phone with them. If texting is your way to go, but dude, you're a good talker, man. Like, don't avoid the phone. You can do just fine. You just got to do it.
Yep. No, I guess one of my fears on the phone is I am a good talker. That's the problem, I think. Like, I end up talking forever to somebody who's just not worth talking to. I'm it's like trying to get out off the phone with somebody. Like, I don't know. That's just what I'm thinking in my head. So I'm thinking, well, how about I just screen some people with these text messages and get the ones that are more motivated, seemingly, and then hop on the phone with them.
Yeah.
That's just what I'm thinking. Am I wrong by thinking that?
No, there's no right or wrong with this. It's just go do it. And
just get out there and do it. And if you're thinking in your mind, this person, am I making money off this person? No, they're not motivated. I got to go find somebody who is motivated.
Yeah. Lead and ask them, hey, do you know somebody that's looking to sell within the next 30 days?
Well, that's one thing that Matt always says is like, hey, just if you think they're not motivated, so like, just stop and say, hold on a minute. It sounds to me like you're not looking to sell this house right away. They're like, why am I getting that feeling? And then just wait for them to respond.
Yeah.
And then, whatever they say, like, hey, I can, if you, it looks like you got a great house here. Like, you can make some good money on it. I can refer you over to a realtor. We can close quickly for cash, but if that's not something you're interested in, I don't want to waste your time.
I would love to know how many years it's been since Matt Theriot spoke with a motivated seller on the fucking phone. The over-under is like, what, 8 years?
Yeah.
When was the last time he picked up the fucking phone? Nah. Listen, it ain't even the script. It's just the action. You get out there and do it. And that's it. Like.
Those are all good talking points.
Fuck it.
Let's put it into action and do it. And then you're going to find your little groove. So if you have to go in before you go into a call and just kind of mentally tell yourself, like, look, I'm not going to spend a lot of time with it if they're not going to be motivated.
Volume is key. Talk to as many people as you can.
So, all right, I want you to, like, for this week, get your marketing campaign out. Do your texting. If they're motivated, call them. If you got somebody on the line, pull Dave and I or whoever's available to get this thing in contract. and put out offers. If you're not making offers is going to lead you to contracts. And then
Yeah, I mean, I love what you guys are saying about, like, I really need to lean on, hey, I have capital partners in Columbus, you know, they're looking to buy, they've bought a few properties this week in Cincinnati, and, you know, they're looking to buy a couple more. So, yeah, something along those lines, like, can I get them on the phone right now and see if we can make something happen?
Absolutely.
Okay. Yep. No, that's it. I mean, this is the end of the line. I don't have any more time to freaking wait. I'm not doing any more of these calls with you guys talking about I'm stuck and being, you know, not talking to sellers. I'm done. I'm absolutely done. So.
All right, let's do it. And then by next call, we've already been talking about deals that you've brought to us to close. Okay, so that's the goal for 2 weeks from now, is that you got your campaign out, there's motivated sellers, and you're talking to them, and then you either did a transfer with Dave or myself, and we're getting it in contract. So let's go. That's it. I'm going to send this recording to you. Any other questions about anything else?
No, that's it. Time to grind, baby. This is the only recording that matters. This is it. This is the.
Hey, I sent you the Pena video, so check that out. Let's all watch that. I want to watch it here real quick. I love this guy. He's absolutely fucking right. He's a billionaire. That's why. Pick up the fucking phone, right? Like, what are we doing? We're tinkering around with bullshit, right? Like, nah, man. I ain't even fucking
I've been
doing
tinkering
that.
way too long. I'm done fucking tinkering around.
You can tinker.
Yeah, I've been tinkering around all day with this bullshit credit card, but I know there's money out there where there's pending sales for me and RJ. That's why I want to do it. If there was no money here, I'm not fucking doing it. Fix the spreadsheet, this and that. No, man. I mean, we got to find a better way. So, anyway, Teddy, get somebody on the phone. Let's close a fucking deal.
On it.
Lead, baby.
Go. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.
Thanks, guys.